Welcome everyone. Today I am going to explain next topic of the chapter 1 sets. In first introductory video I have already explained you definition of sets, how we can write the sets in different way and what are the different type of sets. Now I am going to explain the next topic, that is subsets. Today we will discuss about the subset, that is the part of set. Now before starting the definition of these subsets, let's consider a set. Consider a number of students in your class. Students in your class, and B, students in your school. Yes. Here I am writing set A. Set A is having the students that they are in your classroom. In your class, suppose you are in +1 science and number of students in +1 science. And B, set of students in your school. From these two sets you can understand, we can say that A is the subset of set B. So by definition of subsets we can say that definition of subsets, we can say a set B, set A is said to be subset of set B if every element of set A is in set B. So by the definition of subset we can say if A is the subset of set B, then every element of set A should be present in the set B. Let's see one example. Suppose I am having A 1, 2, 3 and B 1, 2, 3, 5 up to 10. 3, 4 up to 10. So here I can say A is subset of set B. Here all the elements of set A are present in the set B. So this is the definition of the subset. Let's take one more example. Suppose we have three sets. Set A, B is the subset of set A, and C is the subset of B is the subset of set A, and C is the subset of set B. Let's understand it by one figure. Now, question is, B is subset of A. A, B, C. B is subset of set A. It means all the elements of B are present in A. And here C is subset of B. It means all the elements of set C are present in set B. So here we can conclude that C is also subset of set A. C is also subset of set A because all the elements of set B is present in set A and all the elements of set C is present in set B. So we can say that C is also a subset of set A. Now this is the symbol of subset. This is the symbol when we have to represent a subset. This is the way B is subset of set A. Now let's take one more example. Suppose A is subset of B. Here I am writing two sets. Set A, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and there is another set B. This is also 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we can say A is subset of set B. Also B is subset of set A. Because all the elements of set A are present in set B and all the elements of set B are in set A. So here we can say these two are the equal. As per the definition of the equal set, I have already explained you. If subset of B and B is subset of A, then we can directly write set A is equal to set B. Now, suppose I am having two sets here, set A that are element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and B is a set of odd number 3, 5, 1, 3 and 5. Yes, you can say B is the subset of set A. B is subset of set A. All the elements of set B are present in set A. So this is the B is the subset of set A. Here you can see elements of B and elements of C are not equal. You can see it here, or we can write A is not the subset of B. So these two are not equal. So here set B is the proper subset and A is the superset. Again I am explaining it. Suppose we have two sets, set A, and in set A we have 6 elements. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and set B we have 3 elements, 1, 3 and 5. B is the subset of set A, and set B and set A, they are not equal. So here B is called the proper subset of set A. B is the proper subset of set A, and A is the superset of this condition. Let's take one more example. Suppose A, E, I, O, U. Now this is a set which is having elements A, E, I, O, U, and there is another set B in which the elements are A and U. So we can say B is the subset of set A. All the elements of B are present in set A. So what is B here? B is, and elements of B and elements of A, they are not equal. So B is proper subset of set A, and A is the superset. Now hope so definition of subset is clear to you. Now I am going to write some important notes regarding the subsets. Some important note regarding the subsets are: first one is phi is subset of every set. Second one is every set is subset of itself. So you have to remember it. Phi is the subset of every set. Phi set, that is a null set. In place of phi you can also write this. This is a null set, empty set or void set. Now third one is, if A is the subset of B and B is subset of A, then we can say set A is equal to set B. Now this was the definition of subsets. Second is intervals as subsets of R. Second topic is intervals as subsets of R. Intervals of subsets of R. R is a real number here. Let AB belongs to R and A less than B. We have to write an interval, we have to write a set in which A and B belongs to R. They both are the real number and A is less than B. Suppose there is a set which is in set builder form X, where X is greater than A and less than B. Now I have to write this set into the tabular form. X is, what is X here? X is lie between A and B. X is greater than A and less than B. So let's take one example. Suppose there is value x and x is greater than 3 and this is less than 7, here you can say we have to write the elements of set x in which x is greater than 3 and less than 7. So let's draw it on the number line. X is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now from 3 to 7. We have to write these elements, but condition is what? X is greater than 3. It means 3 is not included in that interval and it is less than 7. Same here, 7 is not included in the set. So this is the first type of set. We called it open set, open interval, and here all the points between 3 and 7 belongs to the open, but 3 and 7 themselves do not belong to this interval. We will write this interval as 3 and 7. This is the open interval. This is the open interval. Now second we will discuss closed interval. Closed interval, in that interval set is x such that x is greater than equal to b and greater than equal to a and less than equal to b. So in this interval we will write the value that will be greater than or equal to a and less than or equal to b. It means it contains endpoints a and b also. It contains the endpoints also. Let's see this example. Suppose as we can take the same example x where x is greater than equal to 3 and less than equal to 7. So let's represent it on the number line. This one for the open interval in which values of endpoints are not included. These are interval. What is the interval here? 4, 5, 6. This is the open interval. Now we have to write the closed interval. Condition is that x is greater than equal to 3 and less than equal to 7. So draw the number line for it. This is the x-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now we have to write up to 3 to 7 and including the ends value 2. It means 3 and 7 are also included in it and we will write in this way 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The basic difference between open interval and closed interval is that in open interval we will not carry the endpoints. 3 and 7 are not included in that interval and in this way we will write it. And in closed interval endpoints are and values are also included in the interval. Now there are some intervals which are closed at one end and open at the other are called semi-closed or semi-open interval. Let's see. Suppose there is a set x where x is greater than equal to a but less than b. You can see here x is closed at the a and open at this. So this is the semi-closed or semi-open interval. Let's take x is greater than or equal to 3 and less than 7 because this is semi-closed interval. Here we have to include the value of 3 but not 7. So we will write it like this 3, 7 and interval is 3, 4, 5, 6. Now next is suppose x such that where x is greater than a and less than equal to b. For this x is greater than 3 and less than equal to 7. For interval for it is greater than 3. This is open at the left side. So we will not including the value of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is less than equal to 7. So 7 is included. Now, after the definitions of intervals, let's start the power set. What is the power set? Next is power set. What is the power set? Power set is a collection of all subsets. Collection of subsets is called power set. In a power set, there are all subsets, or we can say it is a collection of all subsets. Let's see. We will denote it by this or this one. And is the number of elements here. Power set A. Suppose we are having one set A in which the elements are 1, 2, 3. So firstly write down the subsets of set A. Firstly we will write the subsets, all the subsets of the set A. So as per the definition of subset, phi is subset of every set. Another subset is 1. Third one is 2. Next is 3. Now 1 and 2. 2 and 3. 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Because every set is subset of itself. Here you can count the number of subsets. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So power set A is equal to, it's the collection of all subsets. So it is the collection of all subsets. We can say that in every power set, every element is a subset. Now 2 power 3. So you can see here number of subsets are 8 here. This is the definition of the power set. Now next topic is the definition is universal set. What are the universal set? When all the sets under the considerations are subset of a larger set, then this larger set is called the universal set. In other words, we can say universal set is the, we can say universal set is the superset of, universal set is the superset of all sets under consideration. Let's try to understand this definition by taking an example. Suppose here is a set 1, 2, 3 and another set B 3, 4, 5, C is 4, 5, 6, 6 and D is 5, 6, 7, 8 and E is 7, 8, 9 and F is 7, 8, 9, 10. Now these are the sets at A, B, C, D, E, F. Now these are the sets for the consideration. Here we can write U. Universal set is always indicated by the U. We can write universal set is 1, 2 is having the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have no need to write the repeating digit because 5 and 6 you can say in every set digits are repeating. You have to write the elements only one time. So this is the definition of the universal set. Again I am repeating, universal set is the superset. You can say this is the, from this set we can make the subsets of these sets. A, what is the A is the subset of set universal set. You can see B is also the subset of the universal set. Similarly C is also the subset of the universal set. So we can say universal set is the superset of the all the sets under consideration. Now this was the definition of the universal set. Thanks for watching.